Congress just passed a bill forcing the DOJ to release all remaining Epstein files within 30 days. Trump's expected to sign it. The public's been waiting for years for this. Then, the day after the bill passes, reporters immediately smell bullshit. Watch what happens when they start asking questions.
Does the new investigation by the Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney prevent the department from releasing all of the remaining files?
So we have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law and to have maximum transparency. Also, we will always encourage all victims to come forward.
Did you catch that? The reporter asked yes or no question. Does this new investigation stop the files from coming out? And she immediately pivots to, we already released 33,000 documents. That's not an answer. That's a fucking talking point. She's doing the classic politician dodge. When you don't want to answer the question, you talk about something else that sounds good. Look how transparent we've been. But the reporter didn't ask about what you're already released. They asked if this investigation blocks the new files. Notice the phrasing, maximum transparency, because you're going to hear that a lot. Keep that in your head because it's about to be real ironic. Let's keep watching.
Madam Attorney General, the DOJ statement earlier this year saying that the files would not release mentioned the fact that the review of the documents and the evidence did not suggest that any additional investigation of third parties was warranted. What changed since then that you launched this investigation?
Information that has come for information. There's information that new information, additional information, and again, we.
Did she just have a stroke right there?
We'll continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward, and we will continue to provide maximum transparency under the law.
Information that has come for information. New information, additional information. I think she had a mini stroke right there. She has nothing. If there was actual new evidence that justified reopening the case, other than Donald Trump tweeting at her, telling her to investigate the 3 Democrats. If that's really the case, that she got new information, I'm sure she would say what it is. We received a credible tip. New witnesses came forward. We discovered previous hidden documents. Something more specific instead of information that has come for information. Instead, she's stumbling over the word information like she's buffering or something. Because the truth is, nothing has changed. The DOJ said in their own statement earlier this year that no further investigation was needed. Then Congress passed the transparency bill with a 30-day deadline, and suddenly, the very next day, there's new information. The timing isn't fucking suspicious at all. It's fucking obvious. But here's where it gets really good. Because she keeps saying they're going to follow the law and have maximum transparency, watch the next part carefully.
When you say follow the law, Madam Attorney General, do you mean that you will provide all the files by 30 days?
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening. It has not yet been signed, but we will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
Follow the law. She says it 3 times in 30 seconds. And here's why it matters. The bill that just passed Congress, the one that's supposed to force transparency within 30 days, has an exemption written into it. Documents can be withheld if releasing them will interfere with ongoing investigation. So let me connect the dots for you. Congress passes a bill demanding all of Epstein's files within 30 days. The next day, the DOJ announces a brand new investigation based on a mysterious new information that they can't actually describe, right? And now when reporter asks if they'll release the files in 30 days, the AG says, we will follow the law, which is written into the bill. You see, the investigation is the shield. They're not reopening the case to find justice. They're reopening it to invoke an exemption. As long as there's an active investigation, they can legally withhold the documents under the exact bill that was supposed to force transparency. And she knows it. That's why she keeps saying maximum transparency while refusing to give any straight answers. That's why she says follow the law instead of yes, you'll get the file in 30 days. That's how they bury everything in plain sight. They create the appearance of action. We're investigating, while using that investigation as the legal justification to keep everything hidden. It's not a conspiracy at all. It's literally written into the law that she is promising to follow. The files aren't coming. Not in 30 days. Not while the conveniently timed investigation is ongoing. And based on how many important names are in these files, that investigation could last years. They told you exactly what they're doing. You just have to listen to what they didn't say.